What Chris Brown is pretty much saying is that if Quavo died, he's celebrating, he's getting lit, he getting sturdy, playing young boy, all that disrespectful stuff. He rolling Quavo up in a pack, smoking that Quavo pack. Oh goodness. Then after smoking that pack, he gonna go back to getting sturdy. Oh my yo. Quavo and Chris Brown are in the middle of a beef and things are starting to get dangerous. Past the point of verbal interaction, it's looking like these two are gonna have to fight, bang it out on some Dragon Ball Z. But before we focus on what's happening now, we gotta break down their history because these guys actually have a history together, right? So fun fact, in the beginning, you guys probably didn't even know this, but Chris Brown and Quavo, they were actually friends, homies, slime bros, slitty slap slap, all that dumb shit. They actually even had songs together. You know, off the top of the dome, a song I'm thinking of automatically is Moses with French Montana. African Americans are going crazy on that song, bro. I'm about to go to the gym and blast that. But unfortunately, this friendship came to an end in 2017 when this picture of Quavo and Karate, whatever you want to call her, they were together. And Chris Brown, he was feeling some type of way. And I can't blame him, right? This is your man's, allegedly. I mean, we all know how in the industry these guys are really two-faced. But on the surface, this is your man. Then he go behind your back and mess with your girl. I can understand why Chris Brown will feel some type of way. Then add on the fact that Karrueche slapped him with a restraining order right before. It was looking sus. It was definitely looking sus. Then after that, there was the interaction they had at the BET Awards. As you guys can see, the Quavo's all pressed up trying to get to see Breezy. But see Breezy, he just sitting there chilling, cooling on his car that he paid for with cash like a blood. All three Migos was trying to jump C Breezy, but he was just sitting there cooling. We fast forward to 2021 and Chris Brown challenged Quavo to a game of basketball.
2 seasons in a row, Crew League, you guys are champions. You know, I heard y'all call some people last year.
Yeah, he was scared. Quavo.
Who's scared?
Quavo, bring your out of here again. I said it twice.
It's a good thing this game of basketball never happened between these two because I seen Chris Brown play. He definitely know what he doing. Quavo, he might be good, but is he C Breezy good? This dude can dance as well, so you already know he got some type of athleticism in him. Now we fast forward to today in 2024, and we have Chris Brown and Quavo sitting together at the Paris Fashion Week. They're sitting right next to each other. Does not seem like words are being spoken between the two. I wonder if anything was said. Probably not, right? Because Chris Brown then goes on to Instagram after this to let us know that he's still not rocking with Quavo. He said, fuck all that growth shit. So Chris Brown, he's not about growing. He's not about maturing. He's straight banging, straight action, just like the blood he claims to be. Chris Brown was on so much timing that he actually went on to drop a song. And in that song, he disses Quavo by saying, okay, now smashing my old lady ain't gonna make us equal. Sipping that 1942 because I don't do no... I don't know, guys. I don't drink alcohol. Freak lady, she like Casamigos, not the Migos. So obviously, you know, a little play on words. Kind of smooth too. You know, he's rapping great. Rapping better than J. Cole at least. But we know Quavo, he's an Atlanta street African American, so he could not let this light-skinned pretty boy's words go without consequence. So shortly after, Quavo hops and drops a diss track to C Breezy himself called Tender. And he says some notable things in the song, starting off with, call the lady phone, she won't come home. Don't beat her up. Don't beat her up. It must be the narcotics. It must be the narcotics. Need to cross out your plug. Yeah. So Quavo hopping on here talking crazy. He's obviously making fun of Chris Brown for, you know, his allegations. Well, it's not really even allegations, but his history of putting his hands on women. So he's calling Chris Brown a woman beater. But not only is he calling Chris Brown a woman beater, he's also saying that the narcotics that Chris Brown takes is garbage, trash, laced possibly. He's saying Chris Brown got a plug that is a brown do-rag guy that makes no real profit. Who is this dude's plug? I don't know, but we gotta find him. Quavo then goes on to say, wiping your nose with the tissue, not wiping no snot. So pretty much he's saying that Chris Brown's doing that coke, you know, that booger sugar. That might be able to explain why Chris Brown be on stage doing the most wildest stuff. Is the booger sugar in him, it's boosting his adrenaline. Well, that's what Quavo is saying at least. Tell me, lil bro, what's your issue? It's over a thought. You said that it's bigger than that. It's big. Pause, no Diddy. But no, it's not. No, it's not. It's cause I be digging in that, you dig? It got him hot. They got him hot. I'm giving my respect African American, but I know you not. I know you not. You're female on my neck. So here Quavo is calling Chris Brown pretty much a junkie, someone that's messed around with that sugar booger. But then he's also pretty much calling Chris Brown a bitch for having this whole beef start over a girl. And guys, are you really surprised? I mean, think about it. 99.999% of the time when guys beef, a girl is involved. She's always involved. It's a shame the amount of damage a woman could do. But C Breezy was not rocking with the disrespect from Quavilius, and he hopped in the studio and dropped another diss track called Weakest Link. And as you guys can see by the artwork, it's pretty crazy, right? It got Quavilius opening his mouth to what seems to be a glizzy, a hot dog. So pretty much he's saying that Quavo is sucking dick. So already, guys, before the song even starts, he's already disrespecting Quavo by saying he's sucking dick. This is the type of stuff that words is not gonna fix. You guys might have to bang it out. But let's break down the lyrics. So alright, guys, before the song even starts, it starts out with an alleged voice message that Quavo sent to C Breezy, pretty much saying that he wants no smoke with Chris Brown. Is this true? I don't know. We know we got AI floating all over the place and stuff like that. Like, people are now using AI for diss tracks and stuff. So I don't know, but if this is true, that's already an L for Quavo and Atlanta. Chris Brown starts by saying, okay, let's get down to the facts. I'm dripped in red, calling himself a blood. Don't let this R&B stuff fool you. You African Americans get ripped to shreds. Oh my God, this dude's already spazzing, calling himself a blood, saying don't take him softly because he's a singer. Chris Brown already out here spitting bars, better bars than J. Cole. Quavo talking like he a thug. You a female with dreads. Oh my God, he's calling Quavo a catfish. You smashed my ex girl. That's cool. I don't care. Little African American, because I smashed your ex when you was still with her. W for the light skinned community. He's pretty much saying that he smashed Quavo's girl Sweetie when she was with Quavo. I'm not surprised. She's really for the streets. Who else? Who knows who else she smashed while she was with Quavo? He then goes on to say, they say revenge is sweet. Now think about that. Don't let it go over your head. Get it? Because Sweetie and Sweet. So, oh, yo, this is another W for Chris Brown. Like, why is Chris Brown just making R&B music? You need to start rapping, bro. Take J. Cole's spot. Take J. Cole's spot in the big three. Chris Brown then goes on to say, stop talking about beating girls. You was beating girls on the elevator. We seen the tapes. That's devastating. What Chris is talking about here is the video of Quavo and Sweetie engaging in physical altercation in the elevator. While I don't really think that Quavo hit her, I don't know, maybe C Breezy knows more than we do, I don't know, but in the video I did not see Quavo putting his hands on Sweetie. Chris Brown then addresses the Fashion Week video where he says, on Fashion Week they sat me next to your lame self. I was truly mad. All I kept thinking about was breaking your face, but I gave you a pass. You lucky I ain't want to mess the money up, boy. I would have broke you in half. So look at that, another W for C Breezy, demonstrating maturity. His emotions were bottling up, getting rambunctious, but he was able to hold it down and not beat Quavo up for the bag. You gotta respect it. All you people with anger issues, take notes. This is a true role model right here. Chris then goes on to say probably the most disrespectful line where he says, R.I.P. Takeoff. He the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you. Yo, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the type of stuff sitting down talking about it is not going to work, bro. This dude pretty much said that if we could replace Takeoff with Quavo, he would take Quavo to the afterlife, 6 feet under, not coming back. Pretty much saying that he wants Quavo dead. Let's dissect how disrespectful that statement is. What Chris Brown is pretty much saying is that if Quavo died, he's celebrating, he's getting lit, he getting sturdy, playing young boy, all that disrespectful stuff. He rolling Quavo up in a pack, smoking that Quavo pack. Oh goodness. Then after smoking that pack, he gonna go back to getting sturdy. Oh my, yo. After this video, I'm no longer addressing any more drama between these two unless violence occurs. Not that I am promoting violence, of course, but there are certain things that you can't come back from, and they are definitely in this scenario now. Like I said earlier, C Breezy, he a blood. He could take matters into his own hand. Is he about that? I don't know, guys. I'm just making assumptions and putting two and two together. Quavo was not liking anything that C Breezy had to say on the track. So Quavo, being the Atlanta street African American that he is, he hopped in the studio and dropped another diss track to C Breezy, bro. These guys going blow for blow, diss for diss, girl for girl, considering they both smashed the same girl. Quavo went on to drop a song called Over Thoughts. You know, we got to keep it PG. As you guys can see with the album cover, he has Quavo choking Chris Brown. This is a reference to a picture of Chris Brown choking out some other girl. I believe that they said that this picture was made for jokes and all that type of stuff, but still, regardless, that's not a good look. Let's break down the lyrics in this song. Quavo starts off personal by saying, you been messed up your bag when you punched Ree in the face. This is the second time that Quavo has brought up Chris Brown being a woman beater. That's like the only thing people can really get Chris Brown for, is making fun of him for hitting girls. There's really nothing else they could really get Chris Brown at. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he could rap, he could sing, dance, he could play ball. He's a blood. Quavo says, it ain't nothing but a fade you lost to Frank, as in Frank Ocean. What Quavo here is referring to is an altercation between Frank Ocean and Chris Brown, where Chris tried to dap up Frank, but Frank did not rock with it. So Chris Brown just started beating his ass pretty much, and then pulled out a gun. Frank went and ran to the police. I mean, as you could expect from Frank. But I am kind of confused when Quavo says you lost to Frank, when clearly, based on the report, Chris Brown beat Frank's ass. Kind of a miss. And he goes on to say, this bullet got your name, Chris. You know, kind of focused on the wrong things. Quavo also says African Americans ran in your house, tied up your aunt because you ain't pay. So what Quavo's talking about here is how in 2015 there was actually a robbery in Chris Brown's house where they locked up his aunt and held her at gunpoint allegedly because Chris owed some debt. There you go, Quavo. Now you're talking spicy. Now you're bringing us some interesting stuff. Already, just off the intro, Quavo talking crazy. Quavo then goes on to say you try to beat up Tiana, but Usher wouldn't let you do it. Pretty much referring to an altercation that Chris had with Tiana, where he was yelling at her and Usher had to come to try and break it up. He then goes on to say Chris was the greatest African American. You fumbled. Pretty much saying that Chris Brown fell off. Now, I understand that you're saying Chris Brown fell off, but you know, calling him the greatest, giving him some, in a diss track, you should not give the person you're attacking any type of praise or acknowledgement, even if you are going to take it away by saying he fell off, because you're still giving him some type of acknowledgement. So this line kind of, he then goes on to call Chris Brown a crackhead Michael Jackson. You better beat it, African American. I don't know. I mean, kind of cool. Kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I like, now after seeing this line, I'm kind of just imagining Chris just doing some dance moves and then every 5 seconds just sniffing his finger or something, then crashing out. Never got light skin versus brown skin. African American finna divide the country. That's a fire line. When I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, Quavo, that was a good line. Dude, bringing up history. In terms of a song, guys, I think that this was a good song, but in terms of a diss track, I don't think this is better than Chris's diss track. I think Chris had the better diss track, but let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Chris himself even thinks that he had the better diss track because he said Quavo's song was so trash it doesn't even need a response. But with all the crazy wild stuff that Quavo was saying, I'm thinking that Chris Brown means it doesn't need a response in the lyrical format. I'm thinking that Chris Brown's about to awaken the blood in him, pull up on Quavo and beat his ass or do something, because this dude called you a crackhead with a L plug and you beat girls. And you fell off. Like, you can't let this slide. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, man. Whose side are you on? I feel like what Quavo said about the light skin versus brown skin thing is facts. Like, you know, the light skin is going to side with C Breezy and the brown skins side with Quavo. But if you could look at this from an unbiased perspective, who do you think had the better track? I'm going with Chris. His diss track was a straight diss track, straight disses. Quavo's was more of a song that you could play that at the club and the thought ran through, girls will start shaking their butt and all that type of stuff. But I'm gonna wrap the video up here, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you enjoyed it and made it this far, leave a like. We're just feeling generous. Leave a like. Help me get out the trenches. Your boy about to hit 1K. Big things. You know what I'm saying? But that is all for now. I'm wrapping up the video. My name is Kreezy. I hope you all have a wonderful, spectacular, superb, amazing day. And I'll see all you folks again when I drop another video.